Hello students, I hope all of you are fine and safe at your home. So, I, Hema Batra, your computer teachers, welcome you in your first virtual computers class. So, let's start our class with the subject introduction. So, all of you have to aware with that your subject name is renamed with computer application. So earlier it is known as the FIT or Foundation of Information Technology, but now it is renamed and all of you have to aware with your subject's new name, that is computer application. But subject code is not changed. It is same as before, that is 165. Now after the introduction of the subject, students, according to the revised syllabus 2020-21, one unit is removed from our syllabus, that is the unit 4. Now it contains only 3 units that are as following. Unit 1, that is networking. Unit 2, that is basic HTML elements, and the unit 3, that is the cyber ethics. Now Unit 1, that is the networking, it contains following 2 chapters. Chapter 1 is Internet Basics and Chapter 2 is Internet Services. So we start our first virtual class with the chapter number 1, that is Internet Basics. So let's start the introduction of the chapter. You can see that in the slides you are watching that there are multiple terms are available, that just like world, server, HTTP, mail, web 2.0, design, www, link, etc, etc. But all of you are aware that who gave the birth to these all terms? So who is the father of all these terms? So internet is the father of all these terms. With the help of the internet, all these are possible. All these services or all these whatever you are watching on the screen, so all these are possible with the internet. So in short we can say internet is the father of all the terms. Okay, but now one question will arise, that who is the father of internet? Who gave the birth to internet? So today we will introduce with the great personality who gave the birth to the internet. So students, now Vinton Cerf. Vinton Cerf is the father of internet. This personality gave the birth to the internet. Okay, so and it is also known as the co-designer of the TCP/IP networking protocol. So students, do you know about the TCP/IP networking protocol? So it stands for Transmission Control Protocol oblique Internet Protocol. So it is a pair of the protocols, and all of you are aware that what is protocol. So protocols are set of rules and regulations that is followed when we transmit any information from one computer to another computer. So whatever information we transfer from one PC to another PC by using the networking, by using the internet, so this protocol is used by you. Without using this protocol, it is not possible to the transmission of information, transmission of any data, transmission of any file. So whatever you want to share or transmit from one system to another system, that is possible with the help of the TCP/IP protocol. So the father of the internet is also the co-designer of the TCP/IP networking protocol. So after introducing with this great personality, we will introduce with the internet term. So all of you are aware that what is internet? So in short we can say internet is a network of networks. So we can say it is a collection of multiple types of network. Okay, so here we will watch that whatever is showing our slide, that the vast collection of computer networks, okay, the huge collection of computer networks. All of you are aware with the terms that we have studied in earlier class 9, that there are multiple types of networks are available, just like PAN, personal area network, and the example of the PAN is Bluetooth, because with the use of the Bluetooth we can share our data. Okay, so it's the smallest computer network. Now after that, according to the geographical area, we will move forward to the LAN. So after PAN, we will move forward to the LAN. It stands for the local area network. If you want to transmit your information within a office, then which network we can use? Local area network. That's known as the LAN. Now after that, after LAN, we will move forward according to the geographical area. That's the MAN. That stands for the metropolitan area network. Okay, and after MAN we will move to the WAN, and WAN, that's a wide area network that comes in the category of the internet, student. So it is the biggest network. Okay, so we can say it is a collection of multiple small types of network, just like PAN, MAN, LAN, etc, etc. Okay, so the vast collection of computer networks. Is it clear, all of you, that the first line telling us that it is a vast collection of computer network, and here the term computer networks can include the multiple PANs, LANs, MANs in itself, okay, which form and act as a single huge network that is known as the internet, for transmission of data, for transportation of data and messages across distances. And distances may be anywhere. It may be in the same office, it may be in the across the countries. Okay, it's depend on the distances, but internet is the vast collection of computer network, or it is the biggest network of the world. So the distances it can cover, whether it is in the same office or whether it is across the countries. Is it clear to all of you? So now I hope that it is clear that what is internet. Okay, now after introducing with the internet, we will move forward to the next slide that tells us a brief history of the internet. I told you that who is the father of internet, and now you know that who is the father of the internet. Okay, now after that, because any big invention is not the result of a single day efforts. Okay, so there is a great history behind such type of invention. Okay, so now we will discuss about the brief history of the internet, that's the ARPA. So what is ARPA? I don't know what is ARPA. So ARPA stands for Advanced Research Project Agency. So students, all of you know that the first network name was ARPANET. Okay, because I told you that any big invention is the not the efforts of the single day. So a big history after or behind this. Okay, so now ARPANET was the first network. Okay, so now who developed ARPANET? ARPA, Advanced Research Project Agency, developed the first network that was known as the ARPANET. ARPA is agency who developed the network, and NET stands for the network. In January 2nd, 1969, it is started as an experimental computer network. And what concept works behind that? No server but equal. Okay, so there was an experiment. In that experiment, all computers, the motive was that we have to connect the all computers, and all computers have the equal rights. There is no server computer, because all of you are aware that in client server architecture, server is the PC that has the most powerful PC in that group. Okay, because all PCs are known as the client, and the server PCs are the controller of that group. Okay, but in the ARPANET, in the first network, there was no server. Only the motive was to establish the connection between the computers. Okay, importance and participation to every computer in the network. So motive was that the participation and the sharing between all the computers that are connected with each other in ARPANET. Okay, even if one or two node destroyed, that will not affect the network. Okay, so at that time in that experiment, one or two node here stands for the computers. Okay, one or two computer destroyed, but that will not affect the network. Okay, that will not affect the other systems or others nodes. Now after that, in 1982 the word internet started. So in the we can say the ARPANET was the backbone of the internet. Okay, so the concept that stalls from that ARPANET, that was the to connect the computers to sharing the resources. Okay, so in 1982 the word internet started. In 1986 first freenet created in where case Western Reserve University. In 1991, US government allowed business agencies to connect to internet to globalize their businesses. Now all peoples can connect to internet, improve their life and work quality, and the internet support various aspects in our life that you can see very easily nowadays. Totally we are dependent on the internet. Only the internet, that is from the help of the internet it is possible that we will meet to each other, we will discuss our problems, we will passes our messages to each other. So all of you know about the role of the internet in our life. So now after that we will aware that which type of services are available with the help of the internet. So we can say that internet provides multiple services just like www. All of you are aware that www stands for World Wide Web. Further we will discuss it in detail. Now web pages, home pages, all of you are aware with that, because in class 9th we will know about that web page and home page. So web page makes a website, and all of you know about the website. So we can say in short that website is a collection of multiple web pages, and web pages is a collection of audio, video, text, etc., that provides the information. Now web publishing, web browser, search engines, all these facilities or services we will discuss in detail one by one. Now protocol, internet protocol, DNS, domain name service, HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, URL, uniform resource locator, HTML, hypertext markup language, ISP, internet service provider, email, newsgroup, video conferencing, file transfer protocol, telecommunication network, forum, etc. So we can't count the services that is provided by the internet, but according to the curriculum some services we will discuss in detail. So after that we will introduce with the first facility that is provided by the internet, that is the www. But before introducing the www, we will introduce with the great personality who developed the www. So Tim Berners-Lee is the great personality who developed the www, or we can say the father of www. Invented www while working at CERN lab. CERN is the lab name, the European Particle Physics Lab. So students, after introducing with this great personality, we will introduce with the www term. Now after that, what is www? So it stands for World Wide Web, and it is commonly known as the web. In short, we can say it's a web. Okay, so what is www? It is a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed via the internet. So we can say it is a collection of the multiple hypertext documents that can be accessed with the help of the internet. Okay, so hypertext is text. Now one new term is showing here, the hypertext. Okay, you know that web is a collection of multiple types of documents, and here the new term is the hypertext document. So we will aware with that what is hypertext document. So hypertext is a document that is something different. So students, hypertext is a text that is something different from the normal text. And what are the differences between the normal text and the hypertext? So hypertext is a such type of text that is always underlined. By default it is underlined and it is in blue color. And when we will move our mouse on such type of text, then our mouse pointer, that is generally in arrow symbol, it is converted into the hand symbol. And one more specialty of such type text, that when we will move our mouse, when we will click our mouse on such type of tags, then it will move us from the current location to the another location that is interlinked or that is related to that. Okay, so students, if you will visit any website, or sometimes you have visited the website, so and you have seen that something is written there, contact us or about us, or so when you will click on such type of text, then it will move us from the related web page. Okay, so if you want to know or if you want to click on the about us of any organization website, then it will introduce to you with the organization's history. Okay, so now after that hypermedia is a new term. Okay, and hypermedia, what is hypermedia? So hypermedia is also a logical extension of the term hypertext. Okay, so in hypermedia what is included? So in which graphics, audio, video, plain text and hyperlinks intertwine to create a generally non-linear medium of information. Okay, so hypermedia, we can say it is a logical extension of the term hypertext. Okay, so it is, we can say it is the advancement of the hypertext. Okay, so only hypertext, it contains the text that will move us from the current location to the another location. But hypermedia is a collection of multiple objects, just like graphics. It may be any graphics, it may be a pieces of audio, it may be a pieces of video, or it may be any plain text or hypertext. Okay, and you know that who is the creator of the www. So all of you are aware that Tim Berners-Lee is the creator, is the father of the www. Thank you and have a nice day.